Do you want to see what a small town in the Shenandoah Valley that's perfectly placed halfway between Harrisonburg and Staunton really looks like? Well, you're going to want to watch this video because today we're taking you through Weyers Cave so that you can get a feel for the community, point out some of the local spots, and then head into two of the town's most popular neighborhoods. And you know what? It's a simple place. It's in a great location, and you might be surprised by what you find. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, my name's Steph, and along with my wife Leslie, we are local real estates here in the Shenandoah Valley and Charlottesville areas of Virginia, and it's our honor to help folks all the time who are looking to move here to the area, and of course we help a lot of folks sell their homes here in the area as well. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're looking to move here to the Shenandoah Valley or Charlottesville area. We'd be honored to help you like we've been honored to help so many people who have just called us, texted us, emailed us, Zoom called with us, gone and checked us out on our website, and kind of got to know us through the videos. We'd love for you to call us and we'd be honored to help. Additionally, if you like our channel, we'd love it if you click that subscribe button, touch that bell icon so you don't miss a minute of Virginia Mountain Valley living and all the places we go, and neighborhoods, homes, but a lot of the fun things too. Things like festivals and different unique places here in the area. But now, today's video, I mentioned we're talking about the town between Harrisonburg and between Staunton. That's the town of course, Weyers Cave, right here off Interstate 81. Now, but today, it doesn't look like I'm on an interstate, and you're right, you probably already read behind me here, we're at the Shenandoah Valley Regional Airport, which sits only a couple miles outside of Weyers Cave, which is a really great resource here to have in the Shenandoah Valley if you need to catch flights out of the area. Now, right now, the airport is serviced by Contour Airlines, and I believe they're a subsidiary of American Airlines, and they're doing that through February 1st of 2026. Now, after that, American Eagle will be taking over at the 1st of February. Now, as I've kind of looked at some things, I'm not an expert on this, but as I've kind of looked at some things, I think there might be some advantages and disadvantages. I think maybe possibly you're going to have more locations that you could fly to with American Eagle, but I think one of the disadvantages might be that it looks like it's going to be a little bit more expensive to fly down to Charlotte, which is where Contour Airlines, most of their flights went, than it will be with American Eagle. Well, what I mean by that? Well, I looked up a couple flights, and I looked up on January 20th through 27th, okay, almost when Contour Airlines went there last week. And a round trip down to Charlotte, North Carolina was $108. And I mean, that's pretty much consistent every day. And there's usually about 2 flights a day that went down to Charlotte. And one of the nice things about Contour Airlines, you could have a free carry-on and you got a free checked bag as well. Now, on the other hand, American Eagle is taking over in February, like I say, and their round trip down to Charlotte is $193, and that's their most economical price. And looks like there's only 1 flight per day straight to Charlotte anyway. You can go round trip, and it's a lot more than that, but straight to Charlotte. And the thing about it is, you got to pay for checked bags. So here's my question. I want to ask my fellow residents here in the Shenandoah Valley. If you use this airport, have you heard about the change? And what's your thoughts on it? Do you like it or do you not like it? Would you rather have Contour or would you rather have American Eagle? Like I say, I think you can see advantages both ways, but whatever the case may be, there will be a change here pretty soon and it's going to happen. But let's talk a little bit more about the airport itself, because there's some really neat things here that you don't find at many airports. Now, one of those things that you will find at every airport is rental cars, and there's an Avis and a budget inside here that you can go and you can get any rental car where you need to go here in the Shenandoah Valley. Additionally, there's a shuttle service here that if you let them know 48 hours in advance, they'll pick you up at your home or they'll pick you up at your office and they'll bring you here to the airport. But one of the coolest things about it is that there is free parking. Now, imagine paying $7, $10, $15, $20 a day for parking at a regular airport could save you big money by just flying out of the Shenandoah Valley Regional Airport here. And additionally, if you have an electric vehicle, they have free electric vehicle charging. So some really neat things here that make it really nice, simple, very small airport, easy to get through. And I know that's why a lot of residents use it. And of course, this is where teams and James Anderson University and the teams that come play them, they fly in and out of here as well. So, but like I say, that's a little bit about the Shenandoah Valley Regional Airport. I'd love to hear from some of you locals about it, what you think. But right now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get in the car. We're doing a little driving tour here of Weyers Cave. And like I said, I'll take you in a couple neighborhoods. And so let's go ahead, let's get on the road. Virginia is for lovers, right? Yeah, you see it all over the state here if you move to the state of Virginia. But so we're talking about Weyers Cave today. So why Weyers Cave? I mean, what's a good little town to live in? Well, it's not a very big town, okay, first of all, and you're not going to find a whole lot of grocery stores and Walmart or anything like that here. It's a small little country town that just happens to be located right off of Interstate 81, which makes it convenient, as I said earlier, to Staunton, which is about 15 minutes south to get off to the exit. We're off of Highway 250, where all of the shopping is down there, and many of the restaurants. Okay, the Walmart, the Lowe's, the Chili's, the Applebee's. I mean, all the Cracker Barrel. That's the one I was trying to think of. That is down off that area, about 15 minutes that way. Go 15 minutes north, and you're going to be up to Highway 33 to that exit, where you've got a whole lot of shopping, a Best Buy, and you've got, of course, the Walmarts and things like other stores like that. Plenty of other stores. Kohl's, you've got Valley Mall up there, Target, and so then you got plenty of restaurants, name brand restaurants, and mom and pop restaurants as well. So, like I say, you're located halfway between, and the town itself, there's a couple of places you can pick things up. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But the one thing about it, it may be a small town, but this, just like much of the Shenandoah Valley, it's economically strong, and there's a whole lot of jobs here in this town. The people from not just Weyers Cave, but from all up and down within the Shenandoah Valley, certainly between Harrisonburg and Staunton, that they come to work here. So, and like I say, you're right off Interstate 81, literally like a minute or two, maybe not even that. So, well, you can see the sign there in front of us. We're going to turn left here. We're going to go into Weyers Cave, and I'll talk to you here in just a second. All right, so we've come into our first neighborhood. We're in the Autumn Breeze neighborhood here, and if you look behind me there, you can see why this is a neighborhood, especially up, and there's a little rise here. You can see this little hill here, and some of these homes here at the top of this neighborhood have some really incredible views of the Blue Ridge Mountains over there. But a little bit more about the neighborhood here as well. You're going to find a lot of one-story homes here, a lot of ranch-style homes, but these homes are newer homes, and so you're going to find more modern fixtures in them, like granite countertops and just some nicer finishes there as well. Ceramic flooring, good hardwood flooring, that type of a thing. Now, I would say that this neighborhood is a perfect neighborhood for first-time home buyers or someone that's looking to maybe downsize in their home, because the homes here, they're not huge. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second, but they're not huge, but like I say, they would make great homes either way. And one of the main things is too, is that for new homes, they're pretty affordable. So, to tell you a little bit more about the neighborhood, there's about 50 homes here. The average value is about $450,000, and most of them, though, they range between about $400,000 and $500,000. The build dates here from 2012 to 2024, and there's a handful of lots left here too if you want to build a home as well. Now, additionally, the homes here have about 1,900 to 3,500 total square feet in them. So, like I say, no mansions here, nothing huge, but still good-sized homes. And the lots here as well, about a quarter acre to a half an acre of land. So, with that being said, I'll swing around here. You can see one more time some of the peaks there of the mountains just down the hillside here. Kind of like an oval neighborhood with an oval-shaped neighborhood with a couple streets that cut back and forth between the oval is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'm gonna roll on down here to the bottom of the hill here, and I'm gonna show you the home here that's currently for sale here in the Autumn Breeze neighborhood. Now, another nice thing about the Autumn Breeze neighborhood is that it's got sidewalks, at least on one side of the street, which makes it really nice to take a walk on. But the next home that I want to talk, or the home that I want to talk to you about here in the neighborhood, is one that you see right there on my right-hand side. This home is currently listed and active on the market. It's listed for $395,000. It was built in 2023, has 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, 1,705 finished square feet of living space. Break it down, that's $332 a square foot, and it sits on a 0.26 acre lot. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this home, then I'm going to show you some pictures. But one of the nice things, like I've already mentioned, is when I told you the date, it's a nearly new home. It's only 2 years old. There's an open concept floor plan in here. It's a smart home, meaning the thermostat and all those things are tied together. And you have granite counters, stainless steel appliances. There's a rear deck in the back, and there's actually a storage shed in the back as well. So, like I say, really nice home to get in here in a really nice neighborhood. So I'm going to roll some photos of the inside of it here, and then we'll get back on the road and we'll go to our next neighborhood, and we'll tell you a little bit more about Weyers Cave along the way. All right, so as we roll out of the neighborhood here, we're going to take a left, but while I sit here at the stop sign for just a second, I'm going to tell you about the Weyers Cave Community Center right across the way there. They have a lot of different activities that take place throughout the year there. Community center and festivals, things like that. Additionally, behind it and to the side there, you're going to find the playground as well. And so nice community playground here for all the people of Weyers Cave. And along with that, if I ever can make a left turn back out here, which small town, but I think we're getting close to rush hour. So, but anyway, here we go. So then right on across, we got a nursery. You know, we have a lot of nurseries out here in the Shenandoah Valley, and you'll find them down in a lot of the small towns, Stewart's Draft, down in Waynesboro, but got a nursery here in town as well. And then coming up here to the main intersection in town. And on one side, you've got a fitness place. So if you're into fitness, you've got Heart and Soul Fitness there. And then you also have an Augusta Health Urgent Care Center as well right here in this area. So I'm going to pause here at the stoplight for just a second, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about some of the industry that's here in Weyers Cave. Whew, sun's bright. So there we go. That might help, might not, I don't know. But anyway, we've got multiple industries here in Weyers Cave, as I mentioned before. And I'll just, between where we're at here and between the interstate on my right here, there's a lot, that's where you're gonna find a lot of them. One of them, for example, I'll just list a few of them. AG Stacker. They make machinery for use with corrugated material stacking and handling operations. Another one, Supply One. Supply One is primarily a food packaging company, and their company also has other packaging products that they make as well in addition to the food packaging. Another place, makes sense, right? We're close to an airport. You've got Select Air Parts here, just down the road here. And you've heard of a car parts store? Well, we got an airplane store right here in town as well. Another one, Grief Incorporated. I don't know if it's hard to work there or not, but anyway, it's also a packaging solutions manufacturer as well. They have multiple products, and one of the things you think about them, the plastic molds like that they make, if you're going to make a 55-gallon drum, or if you've ever picked up an oil jug in an auto parts store, those oil jugs, many of those are made by Grief. That's some of the products that they make. Another business here, Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company right here in town as well. And then finally, you've got Cero. They're a metal fabricator that includes aluminum, brass, and copper fittings, and they do a lot of that. So, like I say, that's just some of the places here in town. I mean, there's a Ready Mix here in town. On the other side of town, you've got the Ace Hardware store, basically an old feed store. And so, but we're coming up here on our neighborhood on our left-hand side. I'm going to drive in here. I'll tell you about our next neighborhood in this town that has plenty of industry and plenty of jobs. All right, so we're here in our next neighborhood. We're in the Harshbarger neighborhood, and once again, you've got some streets here. that you get some of those nice Blue Ridge Mountain views from. And it's pretty much the thing with a lot of the neighborhoods out here in the Shenandoah Valley. If you're any elevation at all, you're going to get a lot of those views. But when I came into the neighborhood, I actually came in the kind of like the back entrance, I guess you would say. I was talking too long about the industries, I guess. But I think there's three, it's either 3 or 4, I think it's 3 entrances here into the neighborhood, or maybe it's 4, I don't, whatever, it's 3 or 4. So you don't have a whole lot of traffic coming in and out other than the local traffic here. But it's a large neighborhood. You got about just under 500 homes here in this neighborhood. I think I counted them. I think it's like 487 to be exact, but give or take a few. So, but anyway, as far as affordable neighborhoods go, this is one of the most affordable. The average home value here in this neighborhood is about, I'd say, $325,000. As far as their build dates go, for anywhere from about 1974 to 2019, but most of the homes here in this neighborhood were built between 2000 and 2009. Homes here, again, they're not huge homes, pretty much about 1,200 to 3,000 finished square feet, and lot sizes then are about 2/10 of an acre to about a ½ acre on average, and there's a few more that might be up to 1/3 of an acre. Now, as you can see, as I just showed you the mountains there, this is a rural community that's surrounded by farmers fields, but because of all the houses, it still gives you a little bit of that neighborhood suburban type feel. And like I say, there's not a lot of traffic through here, and it's just the local homeowners. So, and the folks here in the neighborhood are very friendly folks as well. And matter of fact, if you do end up living here in the Harshbarger neighborhood, they actually have their own private Facebook page as well, and you can get on there and you can catch up with all the latest news here in the Harshbarger neighborhood. Now, I'd like to show you a home that's for sale here in the neighborhood. Unfortunately, homes here move pretty fast, especially because of the value that they have. So there's several homes, I think it's about 5 or 6 right now, that are actually pending. I'm going to show you 3 of them, one with the least amount of price and a couple others more than that, to give you an idea what some of the homes look like here in the neighborhood. And then we're going to jump back in the car, and I'm going to take you to finish the video. You're not going to want to miss. I got a few more things to tell you so you can get an idea of what Weyers Cave is really like. So here come those pictures about those homes and the information about them, and we'll get on the road here in just a second. All right, we're heading back to the intersection in town here, and you know, one of the things that you're gonna like out to my right, like now, I'm just looking, and I mean, the beautiful views that you have of the Blue Ridge Mountains. I know I probably mentioned it like 6 times, but they just never get old, and they always change from season to season. The green in the spring, the colors in the fall, the winter, the snow on them. They're just very nice, very unique. But anyway, we're coming back here to the center of town, and I'm going to turn left here, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Weyers Cave here in just a second. All right, so as we pull through the intersection here, kind of on the right-hand side is where you're going to find a lot of the older homes in town, the established Weyers Cave Old Town, I guess you would say. And then on from my left here, there's the Village Square Plaza, a little shopping center. It's got a United Bank in there. There's a pain management center. There's a Dollar General in there. But there's also a Cares Home Consignment store. And then that's where the library is as well. And so a few little things in that shopping center. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of big shopping here in town. You got to go about 15 minutes either way to get there, but it is here. Like I say, if you need to pick up a couple things, you could do that here. Now, coming right up around the curve here, there's actually the welcome sign that comes into Weyers Cave. Normally, when you're coming to Weyers Cave, most of the time you're probably going to be coming that way, and so you would see that first. But we started out on the other side there at the airport. But one of the things you'll see on that welcome sign is that it is Weyers Cave is home of the FFA. Now, if you've ever been, if you're ever lived in a rural area, you know the Future Farmers of America, what that is, and that it's an educational thing to train students in high school in agricultural. And so Kansas City is the actual place where the FFA, Future Farmers of America, really started, but the FFV, Future Farmers Virginia, started right here in Weyers Cave in 1925. And it was after the one founded here in Weyers Cave that Virginia Tech was also had a part in that, and that was the model for the FFA, the national FFA, as you see it today. So just a little kind of an interesting little trivia tidbit about a little town here that you probably, I don't know, unless you live here, you probably never knew that. So we're back up here to Interstate 81. You saw how quick that was to get up here to the 81. And I'm gonna go over, and as I'm going over, if you head right, okay, that's where the Valley Pike Farm Market is. That's one of Leslie's favorite places. Really neat stuff in there. We've taken you there before and showed you all the different foods and the boar's head meats and all of the different wine tastings and things like that they have. And so like I say, really neat place. If you get to go there, really, really good. But I'm not gonna go there to finish the video. I'm gonna go south, and I'm gonna take you to a place I've never taken you before and tell you about a really nice resource here in Weyers Cave and in the Shenandoah Valley. All right, so as you saw when we drove in, the great resource that we have right here in the middle of the Shenandoah Valley at Weyers Cave is the Blue Ridge Community College. And now, of course, there's colleges all up and down the Shenandoah Valley, JMU and Harrisonburg, Mary Baldwin and Staunton, UVA across the mountain. So a lot of educational opportunities, but this one is specially focused on more trades type things, but that's not all that's here. Of course, there's a lot of those types of jobs here in the Valley, but like I say, there's also computer jobs, all types of things. So here's some of the things that Blue Ridge Community College offers. They offer advanced manufacturing and skilled trades. They offer computer information and technology, healthcare and allied sciences. For example, they have an associate's degree in nursing. They have EMT training. They have medical assistant training. They also have preparation for science, math, and engineering here. And then they also have a transportation and logistics center here where they actually have like a whole place for CDL training where you can drive the trucks and everything else. So this is really a nice resource that really helps the community by preparing people for the many jobs that are here in the area. And like I say, it's just another neat thing here in the Shenandoah Valley that if you're needing that, you can take advantage of it. But that's a little bit about Weyers Cave, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope maybe it gave you a little bit of an idea what it's like. Like I say, it's not a big town. There's not much there. I mean, you got a few little stores, but you got a couple nice neighborhoods there. But like I say, it's out in the country, yet at the same time, it's very conveniently located near Interstate 81, where you can get to Harrisonburg or Staunton in about 15 minutes. And maybe you're interested in Weyers Cave, maybe you're interested in a house there, or maybe you're interested in another place, whether it's here in the Shenandoah Valley or whether it's in the Charlottesville area. Whatever the case may be, we truly would be honored, Leslie and I, to help you, as it's been our honor to help so many other folks here as they're moving into town or moving across town. And in order to contact us, as I said at the beginning of the video, just check the information in the description below, or call us, text us, email us, and please don't hesitate to do that. I know it's always that first step. I don't know these people. Well, you know what? It's better than a cold call. At least you saw me on the video, right? And so maybe that keeps you from calling. I don't know. But whatever the case is, we hope you call and give us a chance to help you find a home in that and help you make that very important decision. So from here at Blue Ridge Community College, here right in the heart of the Shenandoah Valley in Weyers Cave. Until next time, I'll see you around town.